And Anthony
Alien.
Mackie, Captain America comments.
Yeah.
All right, well, I got the comments pulled up, ready to go.
Anthony's like, you know what? I hate DNI. I wish none of that existed. Captain America. And then he walks
Captain
off.
America.
Throws the
Shield
shield
drop.
down.
Yeah, he throws the
Yeah.
shield down like this, and it goes ping ping because it's made out of vibranium.
Bounces right back up. Yeah.
That would be really funny. Okay, let
funny
me go get it
sketch.
going.
The Joystick Show. The Joystick Show.
Aloha, and welcome to the Joystick Show, a podcast where three friends from Hawaii dive into a different pop culture theme each week, exploring what brings us joy. We're talking movies, TVs, comics, and beyond. Shakas and halls for tuning in. If you enjoy the ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. You can also catch us on YouTube. Now let's dive into today's theme. I'm your co-host Drake, and that's Thomas.
What up, what up?
And that's Scott.
How's it?
And welcome to the newest and latest episode of the Joystick Show, where your favorite three friends, as we just said previously in what our intro was, are talking about some cool things today. But we haven't caught up in a hot minute. So how was your guys' week? What's new? What's cool? What's in it? What's out of it?
I got new tires.
What's
up?
Whoa! Straight automobile.
New tires.
Wow.
I couldn't not think about the show Tires when I was
you
in
were
there,
getting
and
new
then I wanted
tires?
to ask the guy like, "You a Shane Gillis fan?" But then I'm like, he probably gets this all the time,
Yeah.
or and I'm like,
yeah.
you know what's funny too? Though it seemed like he was kind of having a bad day. He was cool with me because I was cool with him. But like it seemed like he was just like short. Like this dude walked in and he was like, shit, what did he say? He was like, man, it looks like a DMV in here or something. Like he said some kind of weird older like white guy kind of like jokey kind of thing. And because just the way the chairs were lined up, and he just like waited a beat and he's like, how can I help you today? Like he just didn't he just didn't entertain it.
Yeah.
And I just started chuckling to myself. That was great. But I just waited, watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, got that changed, and then got my safety
Oh.
done, all the adulting today.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yas.
Yeah, you gotta do that stuff.
Yeah, it sucks, but
What happened this week?
So many things for you, sir.
So many things. Sick Burn has started. For those of you that don't know, it's
Sick.
another podcast that I
Oh, yeah.
started, which is about hope and resilience and positive mindset and all that kind of stuff, where I interview people who've taken their trauma, pain, or tough moments and turned it into stories of, again, resilience, hope, and success. So yeah, got my first guest down, and then I'm recording my second one on Friday, hopefully launching this February. So
sick.
Ooh. February, just in time for Valentine's Day.
yeah.
Is it going to launch on Valentine's Day? Because that would be a coincidence.
It will not. It will be a miracle if we get it out by then. There is so much still to do for it, and I've only recorded maybe like 2 episodes, and so we need a few. Want to launch with like a few episodes, so
Yeah.
it'd be a miracle if we get it out by then. But hopefully, end of February.
A miracle. It would be almost like surviving a plane crash, you would say?
Maybe. I don't
That's a
know.
miracle.
Maybe a little better chances, huh?
Yeah. I hope so. Yeah. I think the odds are probably more in my favor than the other thing.
Nice.
So yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, so nothing new with me. Same old, same old. Still working, still eating. I have a judo tournament this weekend, but
Nice.
other than that, I've just been checking out some things. I recently
How does a judo tournament differ than like a jujitsu tournament in your eyes?
Fantastic question. For me personally, I think a judo tournament is easier to
Dominate.
to manage. It's easier to manage. So in jiu-jitsu, there's so much. Is this person going to take me down? Are they going to try to play guard? Are they going to try to pass my guard? What is did they wrestle before, et cetera, et cetera? There's a whole bunch of other variables that need to go on top of, the skill that it takes and the depth of jiu-jitsu as a whole. Whereas it pertains to judo, you go in there, you try to get your grips, you try to not let them grip, and you try to put them on their back. So mentally, it's kind of easier to move and go because there's definitive things that are taking place. If I go on my back, I lose. it's also 3 minutes versus 5 minutes in jujitsu.
Cool.
So in the 3 minutes, you're just going up there, you're trying to go, and you explode, and you're trying to go, and you explode, and you get
Yeah.
super fucking tired, and you
That's
still
what
gotta
I
look
try
like
to
you're
do every
performing.
day,
Heyo,
Go and explode.
go and explode.
especially for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I could do that.
yeah, definitely. I mean, then you just get back in there, and then you finish up that bukkake. So when it comes to, huh?
I was
sorry?
right there.
Yeah,
Nicely
yeah,
done.
right there.
Ba-blow.
But wow, and that's, to be honest, kind of a similar feeling that I had when I was watching some of the things that we had I had sent out to you guys, which is Astartes 2. That individual, I believe it looks like got picked up by Warhammer, and then they're essentially, it
Nice.
looks like they're doing a series on Warhammer Plus, and Astartes 2 just the action is looking real good. You would have seen this on YouTube, and also you would have seen this in Secret Level. In that Warhammer little tidbit, so I believe same director, content creator, and then that movie that just came out with Bill Murray and Pete Davidson, Riff Raff. It's got a wonderful cast. It looks
Yeah,
super
the trailer
hilarious.
just came out, right? Like
Yeah,
the
trailer
movie
just
didn't
came
come
out.
yet, right?
Movie did not come out.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it did not come out. Just trailers, and then
Got
Alien Earth, because I had recently watched Alien Romulus, and I was like, oh wow, this is pretty G. Like the cinematography, etc., etc. Scott had also sent us Meat Puppet, who has the similar actor within Alien Romulus, but Alien Earth is coming out as well too, which is going to be an Alien series, which we haven't really seen a series on an OG movie like that, or such like a dominant movie like that. That was from like the 90s, like redone in like FX, where FX has done Shogun, so you know there's going to be some interesting takes, and also the visuals are probably going to be interesting because Shogun was boiling people, so hopefully we see a little bit of aliens consumption here. But what were your guys' thoughts? What were your guys' thoughts not only on that, but some of the content that you both have watched over the course of the week?
Yeah. I'm wondering about this Warhammer show. You know, like you said, it's going to be on Warhammer's network.
Yeah, Warhammer
That's cool.
Plus.
I didn't know they had a network.
Right. I didn't know that either.
So, yeah.
Is it like Warhammer.com? You can just like watch videos of all the Warhammers?
Yeah, so you can
Warhammer,
have your own. You can have your own like Warhammer Freemabob, but it is $6.99 a month and $5.99 a year. Or sorry,
Whoa.
it's cheaper for the year.
Get
It's
the year pass.
$59.99 a
Okay.
year.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, would you
What are
ever
you
get a
doing?
monthly?
Like, yeah, dude, like what do we do? And essentially you get exclusive content, so you get access to certain things. You get they have original like Warhammer TV, so there's other illustrators doing like miniseries and things of such, and then you have access to apps and exclusive miniatures and extras. So if you're super into Warhammer, then yes,
Man, it's a good time to be a Warhammer fan.
for sure.
Yeah.
You think
For sure.
I'm assuming, I don't know why my brain can only think about Henry Cavill when I hear Warhammer, but I'm assuming he probably has a subscription. I'm assuming he probably knows that what is it? Astartes 2 is coming out. But I like this trailer just because it's like they look so big and hunky and like it looks like they couldn't move, but they make them move actually pretty fast and
yeah.
like agilely, and the jetpacks, it all kind of looks like it could work. You
Yeah.
know, in a very silly kind of sci-fi-ish way, but still looks like it could work, and it's still badass. Like, I love the Warhammer series. I don't know why I didn't get into it sooner.
Yeah. I agree. Like I like it in this format too. I over live action. You can do all the things you want, make them look as cool as you want. Without the, like, because Fallout was cool, but can you imagine like a bunch of those suits like moving? It's like it wouldn't be as cool as when
Yeah.
we see them like almost like flash stepping and like chainsaw stabbing people.
Yeah.
You watch the trailer. It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
cool.
It is. It's such a different, it's a sick world. It's unique, man. And the lore on it is so awesome. They can do stuff. They just really need to nail it. And I think Secret Level for a lot of people is probably their entrance into it, along with the video game that came out last year. Like so many people were playing that. I just was telling you guys, I was still playing like the online co-op version of the mission where you pick your classes. Man, that's so fun. That's still such a super, like, it's like Spider-Man with the timing and stuff, except for obviously you can't whip around, but like the combat is equally as enjoyable. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Equally as enjoyable.
Do you have a Do you use subscription to that Warhammer?
I
Because I know you like
no.
Warhammer. No,
I
okay.
do like Warhammer. I do not have a subscription just right now financially. I think that would be irresponsible of me. But if I had a lot of expendable income, yes, I would have that because Warhammer is not an expensive hobby, but it's not a frugal hobby. So just know that going into it.
I learned a lot
Noted.
Yeah.
about the
What else
economics.
were you saying? Oh yeah, the Bill Murray movie looks
Oh, wait,
fun.
Riff Raff, yeah.
Yeah, Riff Raff looks like a fun movie. Pete Davidson and Bill Murray looks like. I mean, it's funny. I feel like any movie that comes out with someone getting revenge on someone is like it's like John Wick meets. But it's what I thought. It feels like his son dies, right, or something, and like he's going after who killed his son or something. But it looks like there's a lot of good comedy sprinkled throughout the movie.
Yeah.
So the cast is great.
Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge, Ed
Yeah.
Harris, Gabrielle Union, Lewis Pullman, Pete Davidson,
Jeez.
Bill Murray. Yeah, like the cast is stacked.
Yeah.
Stacked.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks funny. I mean, I like you brought up something before we started recording, Drake, which was like, man, it's cool how Pete Davidson is like kind of keeping up with Bill Murray. And I'm like,
Mm.
that's true. You know, like I feel like Bill Murray could easily like steamroll a scene, but I also feel like Pete Davidson's been coming up. Like he holds his own now when you watch any sketch or movie or whatever. Like he's a good actor. I mean, he's a
Oh, yeah.
good comedic actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like they're both kind of similarly in that same boat where like like at least to me, like Pete Davidson's always like his own type of comedy. Like he's always kind of Pete Davidson, but it always works. Like it's not like too like in your face.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind of subtle. And Bill Murray's
Yeah.
always just like the charismatic guy in that way too. Like Bill Murray's
Yeah.
always Bill Murray, but he's lovable. So it's kind of cool to see them both, being them and just both leading. Like
I
it
agree.
works.
I think to add to that point too, Scott, like now in like what is this seems like a platinum age of comedy, right? You have top tier comedians also being able to step into that more dramatic role. Dave Chappelle was in a dramatic movie.
Andy
Bill Burr,
Samberg was just
Andy
in one
Samberg,
too.
Bill Burr, who is in Andor. That was Andor, right?
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian,
Yeah.
who played a more serious role. I mean, he's done serious roles before. You got Pete Davidson, Jamie Foxx, who's done multiple serious roles as well too. So it's just a really great time, I think, for this type of talent. I don't know that we've seen that talented before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think this movie's gonna be
Talenting it
good.
up.
There's
You
so
think-
much talent.
You think the Riff Raff is going to be better than Alien Earth?
Different.
Different.
You know what?
Different.
I just feel like we also haven't had a comedy in a while. Like a
Oh, that's
real
true, yeah.
like this
Like
is
a good
this-
comedy.
Yeah, this seems like it's supposed to be a comedy. Doesn't seem like it's supposed to be like a dramedy, which we get a lot these days. I mean, there's some drama there, but it really looks like they're playing everything pretty straight. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna laugh a lot in this movie. So that one looks good. Jennifer Coolidge too. Like after she won her Emmy, I just think she's a great actor. She does what she does so well, and her trying to like seduce Ed Harris in the woods.
That was so
Like,
funny.
come on, man.
I always get horny when I'm scared or something.
Yeah,
He's like, "What are
it's
you
just-
doing?"
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah, Christina kind of turned me on to the ways of Jennifer Coolidge, and with I didn't really like watch. What's the one where Reese Witherspoon is a
White
lawyer?
Lotus?
Barely Legal.
Oh no, sorry.
Or Legally Blonde. Barely Legal. Sorry, that was a different. That's a different thing.
There's a pretty different thing.
Sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad.
So legally blonde. There's no coming back from that.
Whoops. All right, moving on. Here we go.
But
My bad.
Yeah, since she knows all of the lines from Legally Blonde, yeah, I think this is a outstanding cast. I'm stoked about it. Now, Alien Earth, I don't know what the time frame is, but you mentioned something, Drake, about maybe this is how Weyland Yutani finds out about the aliens. I could see that
Yeah.
because I don't know how else, right? Like I think they kind of find out about them in Prometheus, like Weyland, he's like
Yeah.
super aged up at this point, but I'm pretty sure in the original Alien, they already know that that alien is on board and that they exist, and that the whole mission was so that the AI or the whatever the cyborg guy would bring back the alien because it was
Yeah,
like,
I
the
think that
purpose
was that was his mission for sure.
right, yeah, and like the rest of the crew didn't know,
And the rest
all
of the
that
crew
stuff.
didn't. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
But it looks like Google says Alien Earth takes place 2 years before the events of the original Alien movie.
Oh,
Oh,
OG,
so it
gonna
could be
relive.
how they wait. That's gonna be weird. So if it comes to Earth, and they
Yeah.
do know about it,
Yeah.
then they still send these people all the way cycles enough so they have to be in cryosleep to go get another alien.
Maybe
When
there's
one's
something
If
that
this
around
is
Earth?
only
happens, or
2 years before the first movie, then maybe they were already in space. I don't know. I don't know how
It's like
it's.
simultaneously because of
Yeah,
time
this could be
dilation.
like happening back to back. I don't know,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
like
that's true.
simultaneously. Or...
well, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
some like Christopher Nolan Interstellar stuff.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
like
this makes me
time's-
want to go back and pay more attention to like the timeline when I'm watching the movies, and not just
Yeah.
like when the alien pops out.
Right.
But yeah, definitely really
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, cast is good. You have Sydney Chandler, who is Green Lantern's daughter.
Huh?
Kyle Chandler. Remember Kyle Chandler?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like it's his real daughter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on board
She's
with that.
headlining. Timothy Olyphant is on that,
Headline.
mother.
Oh, oh, I like him.
Yeah, dude. I
Oh,
mean,
that's cool. I like Timothy's.
it should be awesome possum here. And then, I mean, it's been in development. Looks like from 2019. And you know,
Young cast too.
young cast.
Mhm.
Alien has been around for quite a long time, ever since we were youngins, and it's pretty much been a mainstay. I mean, Scott Ridley did a really good job. So he did a Ridley good job.
Nice.
There you go.
Nailed it.
There you go.
Nailed it. And
yeah.
I mean,
we just gotta we just
Yep.
got a teaser for it.
Nailed
We-
it.
Yeah, nailed it. Not at all. So it's like we still don't know what, we gotta see a trailer and all that, but does it say when this is actually coming out?
Let me check. Release
Finding
date.
Google. Hey Google.
Yeah.
Looks like released on FX on Hulu in the United States and internationally on Disney Plus via the Star Hub simultaneously in 2025,
I guess just that.
sometime this year.
Sometimes
It sucks too when you Google something like that and then it's just articles like "will tell you," like just post the date.
I
Like
I know. Yeah, dude.
that's annoying as hell.
I know.
Right.
Freaking hate that.
It's
Or
gonna
And
be
then you click it
sometime.
and it'd be like that sometime this year. Like you could just say that. Like
yeah, I know.
oh my
Just-
gosh. Ugh.
wow, so dumb, dude. Anyway, they're creating tension and they wanna give us some anticipation, and it's working. It's also giving frustration, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right,
Pretty good.
Those aliens.
not too bad. Well, tell us about. I know you both have been watching a Severance, which is I think written directed by Ben Stiller, correct?
Not written by, but directed by. I think he helped like
Oh.
punch up some things and stuff. But
makes
yeah.
sense.
So while episode 1 of Severance season 2, episode 1, which I kind of repeated that, it takes place with most of the iddies. This episode is like mainly about the outies and them dealing with the ramifications of all of what happened. But I think Scott brought up a very astute point last week where it's like we still don't really know if what they know is the truth, because one half of them knows something and the other half knows something.
Mm.
I think Mark is really one of the only people. No, they all kind of know a little bit about their outside life now, but they still don't know everything.
Mm.
And yeah, and the outies, I feel like really don't know everything. And this episode kind of shows us what they do know.
Ooh.
God, I couldn't have said that any more confusing.
I'm like, yeah, sure.
I think the big thing too is I guess they're trying to. I could be wrong, but they're trying to make like,
Probably.
is Helly going in as an Audi? Which I
yeah.
think she is. But
Yeah. Which you
Um,
surprised me about. I'd already done a recap for it on a different show, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that." That was a good pull, and I seen a lot of people kind of copying your take on that.
nice, you heard it here first.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, it's cool. That show's definitely one of those shows that just like that hour is like the quickest hour. Like I'm like, damn, I gotta wait another week. Like it's so good.
yeah, I like this one. We get to see that what's her name, Colbert, is back.
Colbert.
Yeah, who played by, was it Patricia Arquette, and
Oh.
they offer her a promotion basically off of the floor because Milicic has already taken over her role, which I did think, I was like, how the hell are you going to fire her? She knows like so much crazy proprietary information that you know, it's like she gets fired, she doesn't have a job, she doesn't get like paid out. She's just gonna rat and say everything that they don't want her to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think from this episode, a lot of people are kind of surmising now after we've seen both. It's like this whole
Mm.
operation is basically about cloning and resurrecting Kier. And we
Mm.
see in the beginning of the title sequence, which is super cool, they've changed like the intro sequence now for 2 times, and this one has been completely different. It was done by this artist that Ben Stiller found on Instagram, and he created this incredible, crazy, like
Yeah, it was
mind
really cool.
warpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he found the dude on Instagram and hit him up and was like, "Hey, is this something you think you could do?" And the guy was like, "Yeah," and
Sure can, Ben Stiller.
exactly. Yeah. Wait, who is this again? Ben Stiller? Yeah, I could do it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
just how
for
do you
sure.
not say yes? So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. What else do you have? Do you have any other thoughts on it? Because I feel
So
like
do you think that's what I think? Well, was it like Project Golden Bridge or something? Is that what you think that is
it's
the cloning
pro-
or something?
yeah, it's like Project Cold Harbor. Project
Cold
Cold
Harbor.
Harbor.
I don't know. I got Golden Bridge, but
Yeah.
Close though.
It's
pretty
been
close.
one of
It's
those
pretty.
weeks.
I mean, when I
Yeah.
think Cold Harbor, I think of Gold Bridge right above it. So.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
Ben.
yeah, and Spider-Man. But I don't know what. Yeah, like it's weird that Mark is such a like a key part in this.
Right.
I wonder if like part of it is like his hard work or like he extra volunteered for like prototype something, you know, and they're like, we got to see how it plays out in him.
Yeah. I mean, I subscribe to the fact that I think it's because his wife died. And then you get that weird
Mm.
moment in this episode where Milicic is going around to all the different Audis and he's trying to like one, he's rehiring the people. And we see how
Mhm.
hard it is for people to get a job once you've been severed. Like the scene with Dylan, right? Where he tries to go get a job at the big or like the Great Door Company or whatever it was called, like the most generic name of
Dude,
all
that
time.
was so funny.
That was
They're
good.
like, it reminded me of like Monsters Inc. or something. But
Yes.
the way he's talking about
100%.
doors, like if you could be a door, what door would you be? And he's just winging it.
Yeah.
Pop door, interesting. Go on.
Good choice. Good choice.
Good show. He's
Yeah.
like, me and you are not so different. It's like, what the fuck?
Totally. It's like they're looking into a mirror, but like Dylan's looking maybe 10, 15, 20 years in the future. And he was
Yeah.
exactly that guy. So that part was amazing. But he goes back and then Milicic basically, offers them all their jobs back because Mark wants it. And Milicic at Mark's house, he says to him, "Do you still remember what you said about your wife? You said that every day without her feels like a year and that you can't breathe or something."
Mm.
And I think that sadness, that loss, I think it also has to do with what they're doing with sorting the numbers, that the numbers feel scary. So there's some type of emotional tie to what they're doing. And some people online, I didn't come up with this, have surmised that
Mhm.
what they're doing is trying to sort human consciousness. And a part of human consciousness is feelings. So you need somebody who has true sorrow, who has true loss. And that would be Mark. And so he kind of fills in that gap that then would be able to recreate human consciousness and thus resurrect Kier. Now you take, because of taking the cloning that Mrs. Huang might be, or that Miss Casey might be, mixed in with the thought, the brain, the consciousness that makes you who you are besides your body, then you would be able to resurrect somebody.
And free
That's-
labor.
Yeah,
Because she works for
free
the company, right?
Duh.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's
For
what it's all
sure.
about, saving money.
Right.
Frugality.
I mean, yeah, is it about money? They seem like they have endless money. Like I mean, I've never been to Apple, but they remind me of like what I imagine the Apple offices are like below ground.
Yeah,
like
but it's-
no doors,
It's
secretive.
probably about control at this point, right? Like
yeah,
you monopolize a market. At a certain point, you don't need more, but
right,
once you get good at getting more, you just want more, I think.
right, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know, it's some big corporation, right? And they're all downstairs locked up, but I think it's cool. I really like where it's progressing. I thought this one was cool to see the other side of the coin, and then Mark, like his sister being on his side, but then also, thinking she could talk to him, but she has a better relationship almost with the innie who doesn't even know her than she does with Audi Mark, who she grew up with. I think that's like, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what I thought was interesting too is they're showing him come in and out, and they're doing that like day by day. And then one of the days he comes out like 9 p.m. or something, right? It was like late.
Hmm.
But like
I didn't catch that.
he didn't even like he was just like, okay, good night. Like yeah, man, if I was like an Audi, but what the fuck was I doing in there? Like,
Oh,
what the hell? You guys held me? It's against contract, or
Yeah.
something. Like
Yeah.
he just
What
kind
are
of
the
walked out
HR?
like,
Yeah. Do
yeah.
I get overtime? Right. You
Yeah,
would
like, what
probably
the
at
how the
least
fuck
ask
do we
about that.
fix this? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's true because he's like, that's like 4 hours I'm never getting back of my Audi
Yeah,
life.
exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It ends in that way too, that Colbell is there and he calls her out. Like, do you know what happened to my wife? He doesn't call her Miss Casey, right? What's her name? I don't know.
I
Anyways,
don't
Miss
know
Casey.
that
Denise.
one.
Yeah, Denise. Let's go with that because it's better than what I got. And yeah, it ends
Denise
in this
Casey.
action-packed way. So
The
it's
other
good.
thing, maybe we talked about this in the first season, but it's just like it's interesting how they like you have a specific time window you come into work.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, like
it
if
seems like
you,
right when they go down, you see the next person like putting away their stuff. So at some point, are they like,
meeting each other or
yeah,
running.
like do they know? You know what I mean? I don't know. I was like, do they even know each other outside, or they just like is it maybe a point that like you can't get to know the other people outside. You just ignore each other just to keep it like, as separate as possible.
Mm.
Well,
I
it's
don't know.
funny. Well, it's funny you say that because we haven't seen it with the group that we know, right? But where
Hmm.
we did kind of see something similar was the fact that Christopher Walken's Bert was actually waiting outside of Irving's house. Remember, he pulls up when Irving's on the phone, and then you see Bert pull up in a car and it's all like shaded, and you just like see Christopher Walken like staring at him from the car.
Right.
So
Yeah, that was
he
interesting too. Yeah.
So he
Hmm.
must know something about Irving. So it's like they obviously had their bond and their connection down, below, but
Mm,
somehow Bert knows Irving too. So it's
right.
like, what's up with that? That's a
I
whole
think it's
nother
like some
mystery
like
too.
Westworld thing where it's
Ooh.
like the maybe he's got a faulty
Yeah.
severance chip or something, or
Oh, maybe, but he didn't look at him
he's
like,
starting to
I
remember.
want you. He
I don't
looked
know.
at him like, I want to kill you.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it looked really menacing, right? With the light. They know what they were
Right.
doing.
Yeah. So a lot of mysteries to be had. Another great one, I feel
Yeah.
like. And yeah, it's well done. And like I was trying to explain it to someone too, where they're like, so is it a comedy? I'm like, it's not a comedy, but it is funny,
Hmm.
Mm.
and Ben Stiller on Hot Ones described it as a workplace comedy. He was like, it's kind of like, he's like, in my mind, it's kind of like The Office, but it's like, a little bit different comedy. I'm like, wow, it's a
Darker.
weird,
You
yeah,
know,
it's a weird
I wonder
comparison.
if you need to say that so it gets placed in best comedy at the Oscars and
Kind of
then
like The
wins.
Bear.
Yeah,
Oh
and then other
yeah, yeah.
fucking comedies are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
jokes. Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to get an Emmy, I guess.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
dirty. Apparently, a lot of people in the comedy realm, I feel like, get pissed off. The ones that care really care. So,
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
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 Agreed. Yeah.
Well, tell us. I know. You got one of you have watched that new Spider-Man. Spider-Man. It's definitely OG. It's almost like Batman Brave and the Bold meets Spider-Man from the like original when there was a guy in a suit and he did this in the beginning action scene.
very well said.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Perfect.
It is its own like origin. It kind of reminds me of like it's cell shaded like Archer, but if Archer like flowed better, like in a modern
Oh,
day
Yeah.
3D
yeah.
realm.
Archer's great.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
description. Yeah, and it's cool. Like the colors are very poppy. It's very much, you can tell, is inspired. They've said this numerous times that it's inspired from Steve Ditko era. So it's very poppy. It's very bright. It's very like the characters look kind of classic in that way. But you're right, Scott, in that it flows smooth. Like
Hmm.
yeah, it's comic book, but it's different than Into the Spider Verse. It's different than Across the Spider Verse. But again, it still flows well. It's cool. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it, but I mean, it was funny because I was talking to Frank and he's like, I don't like the animation. He's like, to me, it looks
Oh.
cheap. And I
Whoa.
was like, oh,
Interesting.
that's interesting. Yeah, but to me, I thought it looked really good. I mean, he had
I like it.
more points.
Right.
Yeah, but I think he did a great job of explaining it. But to me, I was like, I felt like it looks cool. Like I liked the animation in it.
Oh, okay.
For sure. I
Interesting.
feel like it's still probably pretty hard to make nice animation for a TV series if you're trying to go for like so many episodes, right? Like it's still really expensive to make animation, as we see
Mm.
with like even Japanese studios. Like you get a solid 8 episodes, and then it takes years for the next season. But
Mhm.
like if they can figure out a way to kind of do it on the cheaper side and still make it look good, I think they did a good job. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I still think it's cool, and like the way they move and everything, like I can see there's certain parts that are it's there's certain 3D aspects I still don't like as much. Like they do that in some animes too, but
Yeah.
I think it's still I like the new look on it. Like you were saying, like Into the Spider-Verse and stuff. It's cool to see Spider-Man in different forms of media or animation, especially
Mm.
because this seems to be like a multiverse. So
Mhm.
it makes sense for it to be like in a different style
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. I agree. Okay, so this is veering way off track, but I want to just mention it because it was such big drama online in the nerd sphere.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the criticism of the new Superman, like his face in the new trailer that came out? Everybody's
No.
like, his face looks weird. And then this person asked James Gunn, like, hey, this is an awesome trailer, but for some reason, like, his face looks off. I think there's still plenty of time to fix the CG. And then James Gunn actually replied to this
He
person
said,
on
"Fuck
threads.
you." Is
Yeah.
that what he said?
Yeah. And then, like,
And
Oh.
blocked him.
pretty much.
No.
And the movie's going to make $1 billion. No, like, he was like, there's 100% no CG on his face in this shot. He's just, when you zoom in with a wide lens on someone's face,
You just called him ugly.
right.
Stand. No.
But it sparked this like huge thing where people were like,
Oh.
is it CG? No, he's lying. There's got to be CG. Why does his eye look off? Blah blah blah. And all these people are like, well, no one's face is symmetrical. Like it's just showing like the asymmetry and yada yada. You guys haven't seen this?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
God, that was like massive news. Like all these people were reporting on it. To
Interesting.
me, it didn't look that weird. Like I can kind of say like one of his eyes off, but one of my eyes are off. So like, what am I gonna say?
I'm gonna
But
Google Superman weird
Didn't want to
face.
mention, but
yeah, Superman. Yeah, like Google it real quick. But
well, in general, I think a part of it, people are so used to Superman being symmetrical and being that perfect being, right? And so
right.
maybe there's a potentiality of them because Superman has been kind of a reflection of the quintessential superhero as of, and maybe they're not seeing it as if they want to see it. At the same time, they complain about everything, right? We don't want this person to play Superman. His face looks weird. Why is he not strong enough? How come does he not care about all the taxes that we pay for fixing all of his mistakes? Like, just let's relax.
You know what it looks like? It looks
Right,
like
right.
he's got just the little bit of a lazy eye in his right eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
yep.
like
Okay.
Superman has perfect vision. So I'm pissed. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't
How can he shoot straight lasers if his eye's lazy? Like, what's going on?
Someone commented that like he's flying in between America and Russia, making sure that they keep the peace on both sides.
That's pretty hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, it doesn't look that crazy. And then if you compare it to the shot in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with Adam Warlock, his face to me looks
Yeah, dude.
just as weird.
Oh
if not
yeah,
weirder.
it was like it had that weird close-up shot, right? He's flying.
his
Yeah,
face
I didn't
is-
see anybody
yeah.
grumbling about that one, but
Yeah, I
somehow
know.
Because he didn't have a lazy eye. This is fucked up, guys.
Yeah, I know. You guys are lazy eye racists.
I know.
Yeah.
Jesus. Why does it look
Eyes.
weird? It's like, stop pointing it out. What the?
Yeah, dude.
Why is your arm like that? Like, what the hell's your problem?
Relax, dude.
Yeah,
People are different,
relax.
all right? People are different, all right?
Right.
Jeez
Oh my God.
Louise. Well, I mean, how does this controversy compare to, for example, what Anthony Mackie had said in that cap?
well, let's
Superpower.
bring it up. I'm gonna
All
read
right.
you guys the
What did he
Read to us.
say?
So I
Read
watched the
it.
interview and I will say this, like, I don't know if he said it the best. Like, I don't know if the wording was the best, but I don't feel like, and also people have now compared it to what Chris Evans said about his Captain America, and they're very close. It's very similar. But this is what he said, and people were livid about it. He said, to me, Captain America represents a lot of different things. I don't think the term America should be one of those representations. Mackie said in a clip circulating, oh, where's the rest of this? Oh, he goes on to say it's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor and dignity and integrity, and someone who is trustworthy and dependable. So That's what he said. People were pissed about it. They're like, what do you mean you want to take the America out of it? Whatever, right? Okay. So they're pissed. If you have any thoughts, jump in. I can tell you now, he went back online. He was like, let me clarify this because people were, again, super pissed off about this. There's more he said, too. If you watch the
Right,
clip,
right.
he explains himself a lot more.
Okay.
But that's basically what a lot of people saw. And then that was it. He goes on to say, let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and I'm taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is an honor of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and who have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to. I think you meant like, as well.
As humans, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but people were pissed about it.
What?
What were your
That's right,
takes?
kids. My first thought is, okay,
What?
this is like, there's people in the world right now who like have a certain idea what America, like when they hear America, it can be really positive and really negative, right? So I don't feel like it hurts to be like, hey, in case you don't like America, Captain America is more than that title, you know?
Right.
Because this is supposed to be a movie for the world, right? Again, if you're
Good
like
point.
super gung ho about America, that's awesome, right? Go, yeah, like this is supposed to do well overseas as well, not just here. Like it's
Yeah.
not going to make as much money if only Americans watch this,
Yeah,
and not all Americans are going to watch this. And I'm sure not all the gung ho Americans even watch, like are like super
into Marvel
nerds either. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Yeah.
so.
Well,
It's kind of funny. I'm sure a lot of people who are angry are not even ones that are going to watch the movie anyway. They just hear that and be like, wait, he's not American? And then,
Right.
they
How
get
can you be a
excited.
captain without America? Yeah.
That's my thought. Yeah. What do you think, Drake?
No, it's just confusing. Like, what is there to be angry about? Do you not have shit going on in your life? Do you have to pay bills? Do you have to pay tax? Like, why is this bothering you in any way, shape, or form? I'm not
It's
saying that
about
you shouldn't have an
America.
opinion,
All
but
right?
at the same
That's
point in
so
time, it's like,
Country, bro.
yeah, it's about a fucking fictional character. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
Like it's about a fictional character. Like
Yeah,
I just
For sure.
if you're gonna hedge your bets on a fictional character, like I don't know, just I feel like there's more important things to worry about, and then to focus on that is just interesting. If you're a hardcore fan and you get that from that, then I think maybe maybe reaffirm yourself with some of the content that you are familiar with and open up to the possibilities, because again, Captain America isn't just for you, it's for everybody. It's not
Yeah.
just for you, dude.
It could also
Yeah.
be just people who are upset that Chris Evans isn't Captain America anymore either.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
You know, they're
part of
looking
it,
for
for
something
sure.
to pick at and be like,
Yeah.
this is it. This is
Chris
why
is
he's not
super
good.
hot.
Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Chris Evans, this is what he said on being a representation of Captain America in 2011. He says,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get too lost in the American side of it. This isn't a flag waving movie. It's a red, white, and blue, but it just so happens that the character was created in America during wartime when there was a common enemy. Even though it is Captain America, I've said before in interviews, it feels good. It feels more like he should be called Captain Good. So I feel like they're similar.
It's similar. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that
This is before he was. This is
2011,
after
huh?
Avengers.
this is after the first Avengers movie.
Oh,
Oh no,
Okay.
sorry, this is after the first Avengers movie, the Captain America movie, because I think Avengers came out in 2012. So this is before that movie, the Avengers, the one behind me, came
First.
out.
Oh, so the first. Okay. Because then Marvel wasn't what it was then, like it is now. So that's kind of. But I feel like it's the same. Like what they're saying is the same, but
I think
maybe
it's pretty similar.
not so many. Not so many of like I'm a casual, but not so many of the casuals were tuning in. Then I'm
Right.
sure you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Now like you can mention it to your grandma and they know about the Avengers or something. You know what I mean? Like whereas
Yeah.
before they'd be like, "Who's that guy?" Unless she
Yeah.
was into comics when she was younger. But yeah.
I don't know
So
my grandma like that.
it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, Drake.
Yeah.
God damn
Huge
it,
Captain
she
America
loves
So
Captain
this-
America.
This is what I said online, and this is what I'll expand on.
Go for it.
So, talking about this whole drama, which was a big talking point for the news. Since this has been fodder for people to throw tirades out, which what else is new on the internet, Captain America has always been the ideal version of what America could be, not what it is at any specific point in time. it's the United States without any of the racism, sexism, or any other ism for that matter. And for most real comic book fans, they get this about his character. He always represents the ideal version of what we could be. After watching the interview, I think he probably could have said this a lot better, but I know Captain America when I see one, and I believe Mackie is him.
Two
I
thumbs
like
up.
it.
Yeah.
Like
And then I went on to
subscribe.
say, I could go on, but I just want to get my shield popcorn bucket, fuzzy red Hulk flippers, and kick my feet up and watch Captain Falcon punch dudes in the face with giant bird wings on. Damn.
Hell yeah, Captain Falcon. Show me your moves, man.
Show me your moves. I reiterate that idea, that belief. Like, I don't know. It's interesting when you are zooming in and focusing on these things, especially on this like micro level. And then when you start to zoom out, it's not insignificant because things are important to people. But to the point again, there are just larger things at play. Like there's just larger things happening. And to focus on something as, I don't want to say insignificant, but as something as small as that comment, I mean,
It's like I can't imagine that being the thing. Like you're a fan, you hear that, you're pissed. You're going into the movie going, "Oh, he's so cool, but goddamn communist." Like 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 there's no way that's gonna affect your
I know,
your
like,
viewing. Like
people can't. All right, yeah, all right. Well,
it is funny. Yeah, like you said though, some people, they got things they care about. That's definitely not the top of my list. It's fun to hear the comment. This is exactly the kind of thing, like when I see that and then the comments are cooking, I'm scrolling. I'm looking through it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. Like it's great.
You're like, all right, let's watch WWE in the comments. Like,
Yeah,
we're here
that's
at
the
the
new
Royal
pro
Rumble.
wrestling.
Let's go.
Yeah.
dang.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
It's wild.
it's wild. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we change it up a little bit? I was thinking about something while I was utilizing the restroom today, and I thought it would be a really fun game to. You're both
let's do
familiar
this.
with a Family Feud with what's his face and what's his face, Drew Carey, and who was also who's also on Family Feud?
Is that Steve Harvey? Is that
Steve
the one?
Harvey.
Yes.
Wasn't Drew Carey Family Feud too? Pretty sure he was, right?
Probably.
I thought he was
Whose
the
line was it anyway?
Price one.
Price is Right.
Oh,
I think
Price
it's
is
Price is
Right.
Right.
Drew
Yeah.
Carey. Or Drew
Yeah.
Carey.
I think a lot of
We
people
don't
have
know
done it.
anything about talk shows.
It was
I
a
just
time
know
ago.
all the Steve Harvey clips that go around. That's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
only Family Feud I watch is when they give
What's a
stupid answers.
country in Africa? And they're like, Africa.
Africa. And they're like, yeah, that's a good one. It's so fun.
It's so hilarious.
Dude, that's gotta be nerve wracking though. That's probably I have a feeling we're gonna play this game and that's gonna be me right now. So
Yeah.
Well, the game is called Friendly Feud. Again,
Okay.
I'll be your Steve Harvey for the evening. And essentially, I'll tell you about the topic, but I will tell you that based on a survey of one person, myself, the the individual was able to come up with 4 of the most popular answers within that survey to this question.
Okay.
Name things that you find in a urinal. Remember, there are 4.
All right. I think I got this. I'm going to go with gum.
Gum. That's correct. That's 1 of
on the
4.
board. Nice.
On the board. Here we go.
How many
And
points?
You get 1 point per. It's who can get the most. Who can get,
Okay.
I guess 2 or more in that sense.
Okay.
So, Scott, go ahead.
The urinal cakes.
We got
I
urinal
don't know what they're
cakes.
called.
We got urinal cakes / pucks. That's 2.
Pucks.
Oh.
Here we go.
dang.
All right. Thomas, it goes to you.
God, this is so gross. But I've seen one. I'm gonna go with a condom. Use condom.
Condom. Earned.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
I've seen
So
one.
it goes over to you, Scott, to steal.
Damn.
Is it urine? Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
You're-
Correct. It is urine. Now you have
Oh, yeah.
2
Oh my
to
god.
1. Scott, Or Thomas, you get one last chance
Okay.
in order to tie up the game, and we
Okay.
go into sudden death.
All right. Okay. Well, this is for all the
You're big
marbles,
enough.
I
You can say your
guess.
penis, Tom.
I don't. I don't rest that. in the
Gross.
urinal.
Just
Thank
rested on the
goodness.
urinal?
Depends on how
Just
tall
thinking-
you are,
Yeah,
the
I
ratio,
guess.
you know, it just
I
sounds
just
Yeah,
go
I
on my
guess.
knees and
Ew,
just
yuck.
rest it down there. I let the straw just
Ugh.
fall over the lip.
Wow.
You come in, the guy's
Ugh.
like on his knees.
He's like, hey, you ever seen a guy piss before? Right?
What the hell are you looking at? He's just leaning.
Oh my goodness.
My
He's
freaking
like
pants,
scorpioned
right,
himself.
past my ass down to my knee crevices. Just like on my knees. All right, I'm gonna go with the splash pads, whatever those rubbery, plasticky things in there are called.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that is unfortunately incorrect
What?
because it was a part of the puck/mat. That was a
Oh, okay.
combination one.
Puck slash
that
mat?
makes
Okay.
Co-
All
po-
right.
Because they'll
combination
have
one.
that or that. The mat's
Yes.
usually like scented.
I've seen
Yeah,
both.
We have
I've
those
seen
at
both.
Yeah, they're.
Oh,
Yeah, I
cool.
combined them into the two because you know how sometimes Family Feud has like the slash.
Okay.
So I
that's
combined
fair.
them into two.
I
But
wish I knew
Slash.
that rule before I said
You know
that.
what? Go again,
sorry,
Tom.
sorry. Go again. You get it one more
Okay,
try.
okay,
Remember,
okay.
typically there's two.
Oh, good.
Typically there's three X's. So you get one more try here because it's sudden death.
I don't know. I'm gonna say poop.
Poop.
I have no idea.
Good answer.
Survey, good answer. Survey says incorrect again.
I would have said poop, dude.
Poop.
I have
Okay,
no
Scott, this is for all the marbles. If you get this correct, you would win the game. If not, you would still win the game 2-1.
idea. So you would.
So no pressure.
I want to super win this game.
Yeah.
Shoot, you know what? I don't know what it's called, but sometimes they have this little like thing, like a picture of something that you're supposed to hit. Like some
like the
urinals have like a
bee?
little bee on it.
So
or
it
something.
gets the appropriate angle.
Yep, a bee.
That's a pretty good answer. Incorrect.
Oh damn.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
What is this last one that all the
So-
people online, including you, said?
Or just
So
Or
this
just you.
so this last one, I'll go ahead and mention it, but this last one is the reason why I thought of the game. Because every single time I go to use the restroom, this is there in the urinal.
okay.
And it is pubes.
Oh, pubes. Dang.
Every single time. Every single
People
time.
aren't shaving that stuff.
I have
They
no
do
clue.
right there, actually. Yeah, that's probably where they do it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Wait,
would have
you ever
put
seen
in-
a guy shave his pubes before? You know
What? What is look away, dude.
on his knees
Yeah.
with the straw hanging over the lip.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But all the things in general, all of those things for sure. Gum, pubes, urine. I would have said like snot
It's so
because I
funny
do
that
see a lot of
urine
spit
is
in
on
there. Urine is on there because some people sometimes don't flush the urinal.
That's
It's true. There's
So-
no flushing urinals now where the pee just, I don't even, I mean, I'm sure it saves water, but I kind of don't get it because I do just see pee build up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know,
gross.
It's like, why, yeah.
If it
Why can you
sits,
not
the
flush
ammonia
it?
gets real crazy.
Yeah, you come in, you're just smelling someone's pee.
Yeah, I
You're
know,
like,
it's
what's going
crazy.
on here?
Yeah.
And
But
then
I
you're
do-
stepping in it. If you see it, there's a puddle around it.
Dude,
yeah,
this
sure,
would be,
sure.
this is another episode next time, like best bathroom scenes in
Oh.
movies or shows.
Oh, for sure. Okay, yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what we're doing.
All right.
I like
well,
it though. Great
speaking of
topic.
topics, Scott, this was your time to shine of the topic time. So
Yeah, I think we only got 9 minutes. So let's do this.
yeah, let's
Yeah, let's do this is what we'll
Suit
do,
up.
okay? Well, we're gonna change this around. Question is, we gotta pick what superpower we would want if we could pick it, but then
Okay.
we other people get to decide what your downfall is if you use it or whatnot.
Ooh.
Yes.
And is it
Okay,
still
thank
worth
God.
having that power?
Thank God, because I didn't know what my
Ooh.
downfall was going to be. So this is great.
Yeah, because if you pick your own, you'd be like, but then I can't see out of my right eye, or like you pick something that's not as bad.
Right.
Yeah.
right,
I
right.
got
Are we gonna go-
astigmatism, and you're like, I already got one. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, go for it, Drake. Do you have an idea?
Well, my superpower has always kind of been to be like matter manipulation, but more specifically to be able to change the states of matter in specific. So solid, liquid, plasma, and gas. So I
Okay.
can change any matter into any four of those states.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
interesting. You could turn like the streets into like a river. You could turn that's not a good example. Let's say like water to ice.
Water to ice. I mean,
But
definitely I
faster.
could.
I,
Yeah.
Think about how fast you could do that.
I guess I
Yeah.
can't think of other solid things or liquid things that you'd want
Yeah.
to turn hard, but
So you
Imagine
unfreeze things? It's more
Plastic.
than
I
that.
could turn plastic into gas and like move it into your lungs and then solidify it back into
oh
plastic
shit, that's crazy.
so that you
Yeah.
So
you
you
can't
would
breathe.
kill people?
Oh, I
That's what
mean,
you're
I would
saying.
use it to stun and then I'd take it away. You know what I mean?
Stun you with plastic in your lungs.
Yeah. I've watched Chronicle. You're killing fools for sure.
Yeah.
Um, okay, what's the downside to that? What's the downside to that?
Downside of that, man, do we want to make it like the comic where you kind of have to know about what makes up all these elements and stuff?
No, let's just say he is who he is.
Okay, you're
I
who
am
you
who
are.
I am. Yep.
Yeah.
So it could be so. I think it
Okay,
could be
I
something
got one.
funny or super detrimental. Go
Okay,
ahead.
what?
Every time you use your power, you skin your knee.
I skin my knee.
Yep.
Like it's just a
Is it
huge
like-
scab
Yeah, like you just
on the
like, for
right
some
knee or the left
reason,
knee.
Like the way your powers work, it just drags you along the cement after-
Dang.
on your knees.
Wow. That's brutal.
You just,
Yeah.
hey guys, I got this. You should go on your knees.
Just it like just brings you to the ground and just drags you along. And for some reason, you can only wear shorts.
Dang. That's my uniform, just shorts.
Just short. Yeah. Best cheat.
So it's while he uses it, or is it like he uses it, then sometime he'll like fall and skin his knee?
Like he uses it within 30 seconds, he's skinning his knee.
Both knees?
Dang.
Both knees.
Both knees?
Damn.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the timing has to be perfect. If I'm in a battle, I gotta make sure that I'm doing it and then whatever's around me is smoother than just straight up asphalt.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Dang.
Or like,
So
or
funny.
even if you turn the whole sidewalk into liquid, it'll solidify underneath you where you still skid your knees. Just always
Dang.
There's a little piece of cement in that liquid, both sides. Skid your knees.
Dang. I want to have super gross calluses on my knees.
Yeah. Your knees are gonna
Never
be
healing
fucking
knees.
Ugly.
That's what
Yeah,
they call
it's
you.
gonna be disgusting.
You're gonna try and secretly use your powers, and you're just gonna like. Your friend's like, "Are you using your powers?" You're like, "No."
And then you're
My
just
like,
knees
your
are
knees
bleeding
slowly
through. That's super hilarious.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just this is what I do. I just knees and toes.
Yeah. You got one, Scott?
That's pretty good.
The downside to his power.
Downside of your power. Could you do food? Could you change stuff in the food?
Yeah, I could change any. I mean, I can change all matter into any of the four main states, including plasma. I don't know how I would. I don't know. I don't really know too much about plasma, but I know it's a state of matter.
I was gonna say like everything you change smells like bananas,
God, that would be torture for me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
or something like it's a different fruit every time.
What
Yeah,
food do you hate? What's
So what do you
hate?
you not like? It's that one.
Yeah.
that'd be hilarious. I just walk around and I like change the state of matter, and then you're like, "Why does it smell like fucking?" But Drake, are you fucking? What the?
I built
Yeah,
a new
yeah.
school. It's like the whole thing just smells like bananas.
But
Yeah.
oh my
Kind
goodness.
of cool. It's not that bad, but
I mean, it's
You
inconvenient.
get annoying
It's
after a
inconvenient.
while.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
don't like bananas, and it would be super easy to find me if you wanted to defeat me.
That's
Just
true.
Follow
follow
the trail.
the smell of bananas.
yeah, you probably just smell like bloody bananas.
Yeah,
yeah, both.
man.
I have both punishments. All right.
Yeah, dude. Just an ape who's eaten and also gone to battle.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of it. I think that was
Okay.
pretty fun. That was pretty good.
It's pretty
I'm
cool.
just gonna go with something generic, unless you got something, Scott.
No, yeah, you go.
I'm gonna go with I have Magneto's powers. I have control over all magnetism in the magnetic spectrum.
Control over magnetism. Awesome.
Mm. You live in
I-
a plastic world.
Yeah.
That's like a punishment to everybody, not just me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All because you had that powers, Tom.
Yeah, dude.
No, let's
You
say
just-
like I just
just
exist
joking.
in this world.
I'm just
Yeah.
joking. Yeah, for sure.
So every time you use your powers, the polarity switches, and you get Vertigo.
Like everybody just dies then?
No. Just your polarity.
Just you die.
Just your polarity.
Just I get vertigo.
Yeah, you get vertigo essentially because your
Okay.
polars are switching. Your poles are switching because you're in control of magnetism. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either.
All right, let me think of something else then. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah.
Every
Sounds
time
like-
you use it, you smell like bananas. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Hilarious.
That would suck.
Scott, are you hungry or what?
Do
Yeah,
you want
I haven't had
bananas?
banana in a while.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm
I'm
gonna
keto,
go get a
guys.
frozen banana
Yeah.
after
Oh, yeah,
this. I'll tell you
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I got a good one. It's not really detrimental, but it is funny.
Do it.
The only thing that you can receive as a gift or as payment are magnets from different countries.
Okay,
Oh, what? So
okay.
you never make money?
Nope, just magnets.
Payment or gifts? You gotta you're like, listen, I gotta just live with you, and you gotta pay for everything.
Can I sell the magnets though?
You can't even sell the magnets.
If you sell it, you get more magnets.
Yeah.
Can I stack the magnets that would generate power so that I could fund like make electricity?
For
You
other
definitely
people.
could, but the
Not for you,
magnets,
though.
the magnets again are made in different countries. So, for example, you'd have one that says Thailand. It's made out of wood, right? You'd have one in Japan, and then it looks like the Mount Fuji.
We're talking like fridge magnets.
Yeah, we're talking about fridge magnets. Yeah, that's how you
Oh
get
my
paid.
god, that'd be epic.
Yeah,
I would create a museum. Right. With my
Magneto's
fridge.
Magnet Museum
Yeah.
opens at midnight on
I don't know.
Mondays.
I think I still want it. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still save people. I just get magnets at the end of it.
Yeah, you only get magnets.
I only get magnets at the end of it.
Yeah. Scotty, do you have something more detrimental than just magnets?
Yeah. Okay. This is something that I thought I have now remembered. I had this conversation with my coworker. This kind of has to do with the power. I would like the power to have luck.
Okay. You're domino.
But we thought of a detrimental power. Feel free to think of more, but we're if you have the power to initiate I'm gonna have good luck in this, and maybe you can't control exactly what you're gonna get, but you're I could use some luck right now.
Mhm.
But every time you do it, at some point in that day, you're gonna shit your pants.
So you use your powers, and at some point in your day, you just randomly shit your pants. Tommy.
Yeah, you just randomly shit your pants. And
Oh
if
my
it's worth it.
God. Yeah, but then that doesn't conflict with the luck, right?
No, you can't get lucky and be like, ew, I was on the toilet.
No.
You use your one
Hilarious.
thing for luck every time you're on the toilet.
Yeah.
So you
No,
it
but you
cancels
shit
out.
your pants and then somebody just so happens to be throwing pants away. It's
Yeah.
these don't fit me anymore, and now all of a sudden you have fresh pair of pants.
You know
to
what?
fit you.
Even okay, let's include that. That'd be funny. But even then, you still gotta shit your pants. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You gotta come.
Yeah,
you
it's
gotta
worth it.
explain that to people.
Is this
And you're
is this
"Sorry,
outside of
It's happening.
is this
no
outside
more."
of the 2 standard shits that people have a day?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So you have a third potentially surprise shit
yeah, yep.
if you use your powers. Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
Can you wear a diaper? You can wear a diaper.
You could, but then you're the lucky guy with a diaper. That's your uniform.
Wow.
You could.
Lucky guy with a-
Either way, you're shitting your pants.
Yeah, either way, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd still take it, man. I could-
Accepted. All right.
Yeah,
You're
right. It's
gonna
pretty
have-
good. It's
have
just kind
lucky-
of embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's just kind of embarrassing.
I'm trying to think of where. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't have a normal work situation, so.
You're. Okay,
But
sorry.
if I'm interviewing somebody and then I shit my pants in the middle of their interview, then yeah, I guess that would be pretty terrible.
Well, that'd be
Can you
interesting.
imagine- okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're at a concert and then you're with your wife and she's like, man, I'd really like to meet that singer. You're like,
Oh no.
you want to meet them? It's shit your pants and then make it happen.
right when you meet them, you shit your pants. Like,
yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, but we got to meet them. It's great.
she did get what? Yeah, she did get what she wants.
Yeah.
I
Hilarious.
think I'd still take it. I think I'd still
Okay.
take that power. I like that.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
you still have good luck. You know.
Yeah. I think it's
Like-
worth it.
I think it's
Worth it.
worth it too.
Yeah. Well, Scott, what's your power?
That
was
one.
That was the one. That was the luck.
Well, that was the one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, the
jeez.
luck.
Yeah,
But
thought
then
it
I
was
was
a-
thinking I came up with my own detriment. To
Yeah, I
it.
know.
Like,
You
you
came
gotta
with your
come up with
detriment. I
own.
was like,
So
I thought we were just
You can come up with another one.
Let's
I'm
think
just
about
saying.
yeah. Let's come up with our own detriment for him.
Yeah.
detriment. So you're able to just have luck be imposed on you. Your one is gonna be you shit randomly. I would say that when you use your power for 6 hours out of the day, When you use your power, you are the size of a leprechaun.
Oh fuck.
Okay, I like that.
You gotta be real strategic with that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will happen randomly, and it doesn't have to be consecutive hours.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
You get luck, dude. You get luck.
But you don't
dude.
gotta use the luck every day, right? It's like a strategic luck.
Yeah. So let's say you use the luck at 11:59 p.m. Right? 6 hours. That's going to carry on into the next day. So you're going to have T+1 trade plus settlement date. So it's going to go into the next day. So that 6 hours will go into the next day.
Yeah. You know what?
Randomly throughout the day.
I would take that. I would just
Okay.
be like a day trader at home, just looking like a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Smart.
True.
Yep,
Making
yep.
a ton of money. Okay, how about this? Okay, you have your luck power still, but every time you use it, something's gonna happen that your neighbor or boss or someone you care about is gonna yell at you. So like,
Ooh.
so like you use your luck, but at some point, like you don't know who it is. Like you do something, you like, you're just taking out the trash. Your neighbor's like, you fucking threw your trash on my lot.
I'm
Like you
fucking
just
getting it.
yeah, every day you use it, someone is going to be yelling at you and blaming you for something, and it will be your fault.
Wow.
And you're just, you can react however you want to react. You want to like
Yeah.
fight everybody, you can. But at some
Yeah.
point, you're getting yelled at by somebody.
That's good. That's pretty good. I'd take that. That'd be so funny
Take
too.
that?
Like you're getting yelled at, and you're like, you're just like, whatever. And other people are viewing you like that guy's such a fucking
Yeah.
dick, dude.
Well,
He knew
also-
he did
Right.
wrong, and he just is not
Right.
bothered.
Exactly. It's something you definitely should get blamed for.
Yeah.
Like you park your car, but then you use your luck. And then all of a sudden your car is like over into the next aisle. So now you're taking 2 spots instead of 1. Where you're like accidentally in the handicap stall. So
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You just start being a dick. You're like, well, I'm just gonna park in this handicapped stall, use my luck to not get a ticket, and then now people are just yelling at me.
yeah. That
You're
worth it to
predicting
you?
the yells now.
I don't think I could do it, man. I don't
I
want-
wouldn't be able to do that either. That's fucked up.
You
But,
just get yelled at every day, dude.
The yell,
every day.
the specific scenario I said I wouldn't just park in a handicap stall. It's fucked. But I think I could take the. I'd definitely. It'd be case by case.
But would
Sure.
you?
After a while, I'd be like, I need to not get yelled at for a while. Like,
I'm just not using my powers today.
yeah,
Like I just want a peaceful day, man.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
You get hit up by like an old friend. Hey, buddy, you want to catch up? And you're like, oh yeah, sure. What the fuck is your? You're like, jeez.
Yeah. Right. Like, remember that one time you never called me back, or remember that one time you like kissed my girlfriend, and then all of a sudden, like, even if it's past things, it just becomes true in your life. It like rewrites history.
Oh, that would suck.
That would
Wow.
suck. Yeah.
That would suck.
So no matter what,
Dang.
yeah, some point someone is gonna yell at you about something that is true that you
Dang.
did, whether you actually did it or not.
Damn. Okay, that could be real dangerous if it starts going into
I
like
know.
real illegal stuff.
Yeah, like that time you
Yeah.
had. Oh,
I
what?
wanted to keep it simple, but we could go there. Let's go
No,
there.
I don't
Yeah,
want it to
let's-
go there. Then I'll never use
yeah,
it.
I wasn't thinking about it going.
You,
illegal.
oh, so you murdered? You're like, no, just hang up. Like, don't finish that sentence.
It was already on a recorded line.
Use my luck again.
Yeah, just to have bad luck.
Just
in that
butterfly
point.
effect of luck and bad shit happening.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
It's gonna come
Okay, I
back.
don't know if I'd take that one now.
Okay.
it's fair. It's fair.
If that can rewrite history,
History, yeah.
I don't know about that, man.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, your punishment's way worse than mine. I'll take these magnets all day. Who cares?
Dude, I'll shit my pants over rewriting history, dude.
Dang.
Or
dude.
Drink, what was yours again?
Smelling like bananas and just getting my knees shaved.
That sucks, actually.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, if I was you, I
Jeez,
would
you
not
guys are
use my
brutal.
power.
You guys are at home, be like, man, I could really go for some this from Italy, and you're like, fuck it, I'll just make it. Go! You're just like your knees start bleeding. You're like, fuck it, worth it. Mine is all food related. I'm hungry right now.
I know. I know. Dang, banana boy. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a great topic subject. Is pretty hilarious. And I believe Tom Bomb, it is your turn next a week. So
is.
we're looking forward to it. Hopefully it's
Thanks.
super awesome and super funny.
No pressure.
I
No
don't know. I might
crash.
do this one about like what's the movies that we watched when we were kids that we shouldn't have or something. I don't know. I'll have to think of
That
something.
sounds like a real good one, actually. We
Yeah,
probably should
Yeah,
have done that
yeah,
one tonight.
yeah.
I think like, we could go for a while on that one. So I
Oh,
don't know,
yeah.
just
Okay.
spitball it off the top of my head.
Yeah,
That
no
sounds good.
worries. Haven't heard that before, but I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Fuck, I wish I thought of that one. Damn.
Because you did, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a good.
No, I don't
you
need
could've-
credit. I take all your shit all the time, Tom. So
There you go. Using your luck
Allegedly.
right now?
Whoa,
Are you
I know.
your
You're using luck, just
right
fucking
now?
taking his
Yep.
shits, dude.
Yeah.
You're a
No.
little shit thief, you dung beetle.
yeah, Dung
Hey,
Beetle. That's what they'll
what-
call me. Shit
Beetle.
all the time. His
Oh my
power's
God.
actually luck, but he smells like shit all the time, so we call him Dung Beetle. He's just pushing his shit around.
Yeah.
That's gross, but it's good for fertilizer. But so I've heard.
So heard. Great episode,
well, anyways.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this bad boy up. Good times. We talked some Severance. We talked some Spider-Man. We talked some drama in Hollywood, and we had a fun little game. We'll be back next week, I think, with another segment. Yeah, it was fun. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah,
I did too. I hope you guys liked it, listeners.
Yeah,
Let us
hanging
know.
out, chilling. Give us some topics to talk about too. You want to hear us gift the gab, or I guess gift us the availability to gab, and we'll talk about it. Any topic is not off topic, which could be a hot
That's
topic.
a dangerous statement.
Yeah,
I know.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
I mean, we'll filter it.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
filter it.
Yeah.
You know, we'll
Talk
say.
about Palestine and Israel. Good night, folks.
All right, peace.
All right.
All right,
Thanks for
buddy.
checking in with us.
Thanks for shaking it with us.
The Joystick Show. The Joystick Show.